Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome again to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. I say welcome again to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. And so today I will be covering some more military content and pertaining to the Coast Guard. I'm going through the direct commissioning officer programs or pathways to becoming a commissioned officer in the United States Coast Guard. In today's career field, I will be talking about the direct commission intelligence. So if you want to be an intelligence officer, and the acronym is DCIO. So if you hear me using the acronym DCIO, just know I'm using that because it's a lot easier than to keep saying direct commission intelligence officer. But let's get into it. All right, guys. Part 4. Here we go. For those of you that may want to become an intelligence officer or a secret squirrel. All right. With the Direct Commission Intelligence Officer Program, this program offers an opportunity, okay, for high-performing intelligence professionals and also military members with specific experience in intelligence and cryptology, okay, and they are able to utilize their skills as a Coast Guard intelligence officer. Okay, now specifically in this program, they're looking for individuals that have a rating of IS. Okay, and that's for the Coast Guard, and it may be the same for the Navy. Obviously, you've heard of NCIS before, you know. And let's see what they have. CGIS agents, Department of Defense service members, and other federal service members and contractors that have graduated from an accredited university and undergraduate programs, okay, in intelligence, okay, and they want resumes that articulate that you've had the training and also that you have the background in working in human intelligence, or HUMINT is the acronym, or human derived intelligence, which is acronym HDI, collection and reporting, cyber threat analysis, counterintelligence, and the acronym is obviously CI, okay, operations or cryptology. Okay, now new Coast Guard intelligence officers, they are welcomed into a service whose parent agency is both an armed force and an organization with broad maritime law enforcement authorities. Okay, now they do represent they give opportunities to fuse intelligence with tactical law enforcement operations. So just a brief overview and just background. Okay, now let's get into the initial assignments and training. Okay, let's see here. Okay, for DCIO intelligence officers that are selected, okay, they'll work obviously like the other commissioned officer programs with a Coast Guard assignment officer, you know, and basically what this officer will do, they're gonna have, you know, their selection criteria. And so what this assignments officer would do, they will review the individual's education, their experience, and also their qualifications. Then in addition to that, they will take a look at the express assignment interest, and they will assign orders, you know, to a position at a Coast Guard field unit, okay, that best suits the needs of the selectee's talents, you know, and the potential needs of the Coast Guard. But what you really want to do is reverse that. Coast Guard, the government comes first. So basically, this is basically what's known in the military as a dream sheet. And all military members receive a dream sheet, you know, upon finishing, you know, training from any type of technical school and stuff like that before they get ready to head into their first duty assignment. So it's a dream sheet that the selectees, once they complete training, they can fill it out and say, hey, I'd like to be stationed at these particular locations. And if it meets the Coast Guard's needs, then the Coast Guard will try to fill it. If not, and the Coast Guard, say if they want to go to Hawaii, but the Coast Guard needs them, say in Nebraska, then the Coast Guard is going to send them to Nebraska where they're first needed. So it depends on what the needs are and if there are any slots available for that particular rating. Okay. All right, moving along. Okay, obviously, the direct commissioning officer DCO course is going to take place in New London, Connecticut. That's where they train at. Okay, new officers will execute permanent change of station, which is PCS orders. Okay, and they will report directly to their first unit for a brief period. Then the intelligence officers will then be sent TDY, meaning a tour of duty, to attend the DCO course, or Direct Commissioning Officer course, basically like an academy. And so they'll send them off, and the course is obviously 4 to 5 weeks in duration. And then in this course, okay, they receive initial indoctrination to the traditions and programs of the Coast Guard, and also training on the service-specific administration, okay, and whatever other needs that any other information that will be essential for that particular commissioned officer, okay, in the Coast Guard. And so once they complete the training or graduate, then they're returned to their first duty station or back to their unit that they're assigned to. Okay, the career path for intelligence officers in the Coast Guard. Okay, following their initial assignment, okay, intelligence officers can anticipate expanding their experience within the intelligence community. Okay, with increasing levels of leadership and management exposure, this comes with progression in rank. So basically, the higher you get promoted or the more rank you get, you will be given greater responsibility and you'll be given greater exposure. Okay, and intelligence officers, they are encouraged to compete for operational assignments, to broaden their exposure and experience for Coast Guard missions. So, you should seek to apply for more competitive assignments so you can gain greater leadership and management experience, because at some point, if you remain in the Coast Guard as a commissioned officer, you're not going to remain a junior officer. Eventually, you're going to move up. Junior officers that get promoted eventually become company grade officers, and then they move on to become senior leadership. And your senior leadership are your officers. For the Coast Guard and Navy, it would be like an admiral. Moving into those levels. For the other branches of service, it would be Marines, Army, and Air Force. It would be a general officer. That's your senior leadership, but pretty much all the same, but they just name it something different. So if you're gonna sign up in the military, you definitely want to progress as much as you can, whether you're in there for a short term or either a long duration. Make the most of your career. Okay, let's get into the DCIO eligibility requirements. Okay, let's see. The age, okay, is age 21 to 41 for this particular career field. Okay, your character standards. Basically, you have to have outstanding character. In the Coast Guard, you can't have, obviously, if those of you that may be coming as civilians from the outside, no felonies. I mean, you have to be on top of your game. Saying finances have to be in order. All of that. Okay, let me just go through it real quick. Okay, applicants currently in the Coast Guard, okay, are ineligible for commissioning in the 36 months prior, which is 3 years, to the first course class convening date in the selection cycle. If, okay, they have been convicted by a court-martial automatically, you're going to be disqualified, okay? Been awarded non-judicial punishment, Article 15. For those of you that may be civilians that don't know what non-judicial punishment is, basically, it is punishment given in the military for, say, certain offenses that don't deem a court-martial. So you can still remain in under non-judicial punishment and not lose your career, but it will definitely hinder you from being in the cream of the crop or the elite, of your branch of service. So If you get a non-judicial punishment such as Article 15, basically you're being disqualified and you won't be able to become a candidate as a commissioned officer in the Coast Guard. Okay, if you received these are ratings here, unsatisfactory conduct mark, okay, received the mark of less than 4 in any performance dimension. These are performance ratings, so your standards, the standards that the Coast Guard has are high and they only want the best. If you received a negative administrative remark or been involved in any alcohol related incidents, DUIs, DWIs, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so you want to make sure that you keep your nose clean, keep a clean record, and especially for the military, keep a clean record because your record follows you wherever you go. Let's move along. You must be a United States citizen. You must be able to gain a top secret clearance. Now, obviously, as an intelligence officer, I went through the other commissioning programs, engineering, and there were other ones, but they required only a secret clearance. But because of the nature of this career field, you must have a top secret clearance. And so all clearances cost money, but top secret clearances cost a lot of money. So they're gonna dig deep. So that's why you want to make sure you have a clean record and your character is outstanding. Because if they find anything, it will disqualify you from this program to becoming an officer. Okay, for dependents, okay, cannot exceed 3 dependents. Your spouse obviously is considered a dependent regardless of military status. So even if they're in the military, they're still considered a dependent. So you can't have more than 3 dependents to be eligible for this program. Coast Guard active duty applicants have to be an E5, okay, and above with a minimum of 4 years active duty military service, okay, and this excludes any active duty training. So training does not count for time served in the service, okay? At least 2 years of which must be Coast Guard active duty service, okay, may have sole or primary custody of their dependents. All right, let's see. All eligible applicants must provide a dependent care plan with an indefinite general power of attorney. Basically, the military does not issue you a family, so it is your responsibility, should you obtain or have one, to make sure that you are available for any assignments that the Coast Guard will issue you. And they want to be sure that you have a dependent care plan in place before you attend this officer commissioning school. So that way there's no hindrances and there's no reason why you will not be able to show up, on time and at the duty location when you're supposed to be. They want to be sure you have all your ducks lined in a row and have all your responsibilities taken care of. So just look at it this way. Going into this program, everybody's kind of treated like a single person. A single person doesn't have a family that they have to care for. They only have themselves. So they're free to go and attend, this specific training, and the military can move. It's easier to move them around. So that's why the military is a stickler, for making sure you have a dependent care plan before they invest this kind of money and time into you. There's a lot of money and resources, so they want to be sure. And so if you don't have that taken care of with an indefinite power of attorney, basically you're ineligible to become an officer, or you can't attend this course or this program. Okay, next, education. You must have a minimum of a bachelor's degree or higher from an accredited program, okay, in intelligence or science, technology, and basically in intelligence or STEM. So those are the 2 fields. These degrees will be targeted and weighted heavier than other degrees, okay? Now, other degrees, are considered on a case-by-case basis, okay? College seniors that are going to be graduating are eligible to apply if all of the following criteria are met. Bachelor's degree will be conferred prior to commissioning date. Okay, so if you're on your way to graduating, okay, which will occur approximately 30 days prior to your first DCO course, for which the panel is making its selections. Okay, the applicant must provide an official letter from their college registrar, certifying their enrollment, their degree, their major, their actual GPA, and the anticipated date that they will graduate. Okay, now for those of you that may be from foreign countries, or if you're an American that went to universities that are overseas for foreign degrees, applicants who have degrees from a foreign school must include their application, a course-by-course assessment from an organization such as Education Credential Evaluators. And so basically what they're going to do, if you have graduated from a foreign school, they're going to take they're going to look at each one of your courses and to be sure that they are the same equivalent in an accredited university in the United States. And if not, then obviously you're going to have to retake those courses, in a United States university, and then you'll probably have to basically reapply for the for this commissioning program. So they want to be sure your credits are the equivalent and that they are equal. Okay, when it comes to finances, okay, you have to meet all your financial obligations. You can't have a debt to income ratio in excess of 80%. Okay, and let's see, the ratio of debt to projected income at applicant's highest grade level, O1 or O2, as applicable, as it applies. Okay, you can't have filed for bankruptcy in the last 10 years. Student loans. If you have any student loans, you have to disclose this to the recruiter. Any student loan payments that are in deferment and the anticipated date and amount of repayment of those loans. So have your finances together, guys. And when I say guys, I'm talking about ladies too. Okay, let's see. For interview, okay, intelligence officer applicants must receive the recommendation of a Coast Guard interview board administered by 3 Coast Guard officers. So having a good record and a good name speaks for itself, because you're going to need to be recommended, by a panel. So that they have to give you the okay in order to attend this program. Okay, any prior military service? Let's see, they say none's required. Okay, now for military members coming from other branches of service, okay, let's see, the maximum active duty service, have less than 10 years of non-Coast Guard active duty military service as of the commissioning date, which would be equivalent to the date that the applicant, if they are selected, will take their oath of office. Okay, so this is for you men and women that are seeking to be commissioned in the Coast Guard, and you're coming from different branches of service. Okay, Coast Guard active duty enlisted members, to be eligible, you must be presently serving as an intelligence specialist in the pay grade of E5 or by the panel dates, or must be presently serving as a Coast Guard investigative service agent of any rate. Okay, Coast Guard Reserve enlisted members who meet the above eligibility criteria for Coast Guard enlisted members are also eligible to apply. Okay, I think we're getting close to the bottom here. Okay, Coast Guard officers. Okay, let's see. Applicants currently holding a commission in the Coast Guard or Coast Guard Reserve who are on the active duty promotion list, acronym ADPL, are not eligible to apply. Let's see here. If a reserve officer on the inactive duty promotion list meets the eligible criteria, he or she may apply for the program, provided there is a conditional resignation that is approved by a Coast Guard PSC RPM is included in the application package. Okay, commissioned officers, okay, who have been separated or removed from active duty from any branch of service as a result of non-selection for promotion, extension, or integration may not apply for any Coast Guard commissioning program. Basically, if you're an officer in another branch of service and you've been removed from active duty service, or separated, as a result of not being selected, you didn't make promotion, or they didn't, basically you weren't able to extend your time in your branch of service, you're automatically disqualified, and you will not be eligible to apply to be an officer in the Coast Guard. Now, for members that are in another branch of service, if you want to become an officer in the Coast Guard, you're going to have to get a conditional release form done, which is a DD form 368. to release you from your branch of service, so that way you can transfer, get out of your branch of service, and you can transfer to the Coast Guard and attend their officer commissioning program as a candidate. Okay, let's see. Release approval period. Okay, the release shall be valid at a minimum through the date of the panels for which the applicant is applying. Ideally, the release should be valid through the projected ascension date for that panel. And for Coast Guard reservists and other military, service, reservists as well, recruiters shall submit the DD Form 368, okay, to the Coast Guard, okay, CGRC Ascensions Branch, okay, and they obviously have a site where you can submit it at CGR-SMB DD 368, USCCoastGuard.mil, but the recruiter will take care of that. Okay, members of other military service applicants shall submit their DD Form 368. Okay, making sure Section 1 is complete. Through their chain of command, okay, to their services the authorizing official. Which is going to be different for each branch of service, understandable. Once approved, the DD Form 368 and any other approval documents, okay, service memorandum shall be submitted with the application package. And then you're going to have to pass a physical, okay, so you have to pass a physical, which is normal color vision, meet the height and weight standards. Coast Guard members must meet, body fat standards, per the Coast Guard regulations, okay, and you have to complete a structured physical fitness program while attending the direct commissioning officer program or academy. Okay, there's no test score. You don't have to do a test for the intelligence officer portion. Let's see, program specific requirements. Let's see, in experience, all applicants must have 5 years, okay, by the application deadline, of recent and relevant intelligence experience to include training and work with a government agency or government's intelligence contractor, defined as follows, in which I had quoted some of this. Obviously, human, HDI, collection and reporting, completed national or Department of Defense certified human course, 5-year experience in human intelligence collection, cyber, either or, joint network attack course, joint advanced cyber warfare course, joint cyber analyst course, or service cyber equivalent, 5 years of experience in the cyber field, and obviously CI. You have to have completed a national or Department of Defense certified intelligence credential course, 5 years of experience in the career field of CI. Cryptology, they want 5 years of experience. And also, let's see, a combination of cryptology experience and also CI will be considered and must equate to, it's got to be basically 5 years. Let's see, experience in other intelligence disciplines will be considered on a case-by-case basis and still must be a total of 5 years. All applicants, they, let's see, for clearance, they have to maintain director or central intelligence directive, okay, sensitive, okay, compartmented information, top secret clearance. You have to be able to obtain a top secret clearance. If you can't, then you will be ineligible and need not apply for this particular career field as a commissioned officer. Tattoos, any body piercings or any markings, they will have to be consistent and they'll be evaluated by the Coast Guard. And so if you have to have some removed, you have them removed, but they'll take a look and evaluate it, exactly which ones need to be removed and what can stay and what may need to be covered up. Okay, let's see. There's also a direct commissioning officer pre-reporting guide. Applicants must read and understand it. So you have to read the pre-recording guide. And this is about the end of it. I know this was pretty long, sorry, but this is just the information I'm trying to get out there. Okay, intelligence officers' appointment grades and terms of service. Applicants that are selected will receive and must give a 4-year obligation to the Coast Guard, and the selection panel determines the appointment grade of each selectee based on education, training, and work experience. So basically, as a intelligence officer, once you're commissioned, you'll either receive the grade, be commissioned as a 01, which is an ensign, a lieutenant, which is 02, and obviously you have a second lieutenant, you know what I'm saying, which is 03. You know, or it should be a second lieutenant, I think, comes first, and then you got the first lieutenant. But either way, they both are lieutenants. One is a first lieutenant, which should be 03. Second lieutenant should be 02. But these are junior grade officers, you know. But that's all I have for this one. I apologize for it being so long. Normally, videos that are technical, they're going to take a bit more time and be a bit more lengthy because there's more detailed information to cover. But this right here are the requirements and standards to become a direct commissioned intelligence officer in the United States Coast Guard. So thank you guys for listening. I want to say thank you to all those that are subscribed to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my Snacks Thoughts podcast. And I just hope this information was helpful to you guys, civilians, and those of you that may be in the military likewise. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. Smash that like bell, smash that bell to become a subscriber. Smash the like button to like the video and promote it. And if you don't like it, smash the unlike button. Everyone is entitled to their opinion and their say. Please leave comments. I love to dialogue with you. And please subscribe also to my Snacks Thoughts podcast. SNAKZTHOUGHT, Snacks Thoughts. You can find me on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Listen, Radio PBM, SoundCloud, and a host of other social media platforms. But please share both Eric Broadus YouTube and Snacks Thoughts. Guys, be safe and have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Later.